Ginger Love. Do you know this kid? Win 2,000 Rand. How to enter? Name the kid. Like the page. Tag a friend. Tell us why you love Ginger Love. Thank you, Ginger Love.
Hey, got Anne joining in there.
So maybe just let him use that for now, Mark. Fancy 1 or 10. It's not the end of the world with a bracket. But it's going to be quite classic.
Okay,
Why
cool.
does it say that, Bruce? Is that you now?
Yeah, I just hit the record button now, so we're gonna kick off. How's it going?
Cool. Yeah. How's the sound? How's the quality? It's my first Zoom meeting, man.
No, that's
my first
perfect. It's
live
perfect.
and direct. I feel like a celebrity, man.
No, it's quite clear, man. It's quite clear. Yes, is you busy? You busy this morning, eh? I mean, this morning when I heard you, your energy levels were like up here. You're like moving between 2 stores. What's going on?
Yeah.
Eh?
But we don't stop, my man. You know that, eh? We don't stop, my man. The hustle, unfortunately, never ends, eh, Wade? I mean, you know how things are, man.
It doesn't sleep, bro. There's team no sleep, I call it now, with this new venture I'm on.
And how are you enjoying it? But I know it's my thing here. But I mean, are you enjoying it? I like your shows. It looks good.
I'm loving it. I'm getting to do what I usually do on a daily basis, but just for myself now, because my job is basically talking to people, checking how they are, promoting their businesses, trying to sell. But now I'm getting an opportunity to talk to people that I know and to little businesses and help them promote themselves. So
Fantastic.
I don't mind doing this 3-4 times a week and sleeping at 2 in the morning. It's amazing.
Really? And editing wise, I know I'm probably I don't know if I'm supposed to be asking you this.
But no, go for it.
Do you do it yourself?
Dude, sure, it's almost like it's Anders interviewing me, but it's good to ask.
Yeah, why not, bro?
Why not? Look,
exactly.
It was last year lockdown, and I took a massive interest into it. And dude, believe it or not, I just learned everything online. I wanted to do it, then I figured out how do you edit, how do you add, how do you do the logos? Look, it still needs a bit of polishing, but we're getting there.
That's fine. Rome wasn't built in a day, my man.
It wasn't.
Only Greece was, you know what I mean?
Oh, of course, we know why you would. We all know why you would say that.
For sure.
So, and as you know, as everybody knows, most people know you. I know you. I first met you when you owned a video store. I got to know you a little bit better when you were part owner with Jason at Rhythm Divine, one of the
good old days.
The good old days, one of the most famous nightclubs that we kind of had almost every kind of party out there. How did you move over from the club scene? From it was so lively there, but now you into this kind of business. What changed, bro?
You see, look, when I left school, I mean, I was always into computers. That was my thing from a young age, believe it or not. I'm not saying I'm cool in any way, but when I was young, I was a little bit of a computer geek. I used to enjoy it, game a little bit and what. So obviously when I left school, I studied PCs and stuff like that. And it was always a passion of mine. It's always been a passion, my man. I've always been like tech savvy. I enjoy it. I love technology. It's forever changing, which is fantastic. And then at Videoland, we used to do a lot of like audio visual. We focused a lot on surround sounds and AV and amps and TVs and what. And with the club scene, my life changed so much, Wade, that, well, first of all, I was working at night and sleeping in the day. Especially
we know that.
Yeah, absolutely. But I let the whole audio and sort of tech side of me go quite a bit to focus my energy on that. I mean, it was events, it was something different, it was exciting, you know what I'm saying? So obviously when we closed the club down, I had nothing to do, my man. From there I was like, what do I do now? Where do I go? And I kind of just picked up that there was a bit of a market for secondhand goods, So we had, just excuse me one second.
No,
sorry.
Go for it. This is amazing. And has to do this and sell at the same time. This is watch and learn, everybody. Watch and learn.
I've got stuff, but I've sent them to get me coffee. You know what I mean? So right now, I'm mixing and matching and juggling a little bit, so just bear with me. All right.
This is how people are going to see how a business is run. But you got to
It's real, but
quickly.
it's real.
It's real. This year. People need to know this is not scripted.
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. What better way than to keep it live, you know?
Exactly.
So on that note, you're gonna have to talk to the camera for 1 second, my man. Let me go find my stuff quickly.
And
sorry, babe. Sorry.
I love this.
Yeah,
man.
my apologies, man.
Go
so yeah, you know, like I kind of was bored with my time, didn't really know what to do, and all I know is technology. You know what I mean? So from there, I started looking at the prices of tech, laptops, PCs, gaming stuff, you know, and I kind of saw a little bit of a gap in the market in the sense that if you look, you get two types of people as far as I'm concerned. You get the person who will buy a car new, and you get a person who buys a car secondhand.
Right.
You know, the secondhand car market is such a massive market because in theory, you're getting value for money. You know what I'm saying? Sure, if we could afford new, great. You know what I mean? But you don't want to, I mean, maybe you can't afford a C63 AMG for $1 million. You can find a 2015 for 500,000 or whatever the case is.
Sure.
Right? So, yeah, I started looking around, checking online, and basically going into secondhand electronics. You know what I mean? Trying to see what I can find. And over and above that, the idea was basically to put the client's mind at ease by offering a secondhand item with a warranty. You know what I mean? So now, okay, you've got a laptop, you're going to buy a laptop for $4,000 on Gumtree. You don't know where that laptop comes from. You don't know the history of the laptop, blah, 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 blah. You may buy it. It works for a day or two. If it breaks, it's your problem. You know what I mean? So this is, I don't know, that's kind of where I saw myself going, you know, trying to basically get value for clients, you know. And yeah, I think we started that in 2013, my man, and never looked back. But
I remember when you first open up, and I think within a couple of months, I walked in, I'm like, okay, cool, and it's operational. I bought a laptop from you from the very beginning, I remember. And I walked into the store 7 years later, which was about last week. And then you tell me there's another store out there. And I'm like, what? You know, this is where I bought one of my first laptops from. And the company has grown it's grown from strength to strength. Give us some more insight as to everything, what products and services the Junction offers. Okay.
All right. So in the beginning, I still had Videoland after the club. All right. So I'll keep it short and sweet. We don't want to bore you.
No, we want to know. People want to know.
They want to know. Hopefully they want to, they're going to know now, you know. So basically from Videoland, before the video trade died out. So obviously we had the club going, we had the video store going. But we could see that everything was going online. Everyone was streaming. Everyone was downloading. So the video market, the video trade was slowly dying out. You know? And I mean, it was a powerful business, but it was amazing for 20 years of my life. I mean, my dad really, he created an incredible environment, you know. So anyway, after the club, I started getting into the laptops, the tech side of things. And my brother, Mike, my younger brother who works with me now, he wanted to get into gold and diamonds. All right. And I didn't know much about it. I just thought, okay, cool. Something different. What's the reasoning behind it? And the idea was basically to invest in gold and slowly accumulate a bit of gold, because at the end of the day, money depreciates, you know? So Mike was doing the gold. He went to Joburg, studied diamonds, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, we started having clients coming in, not only for technology, but people were asking us about selling their gold jewelry and Krugerrands and stuff like that. And I was sort of in the background, but watching it from the sidelines, it became quite interesting, you know, and I started taking a bit of a liking to it. I was like, hey, this is quite interesting, something different, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, in saying that, I took a huge sort of liking to the gold and diamond industry and the concept behind it. And there's different results depending on who you are and what you want, you know. And yeah, we basically came up with the Junction, you know, and the idea of the Junction, the name was literally a junction is like a crossroads, you know. So it's almost like a four-way stop, or it's a place where people can meet.
That I got now. That I understand.
Yeah. So the idea was, hey, you know, let's create this business whereby we do a bit of everything. Okay. The Junction itself is where people meet. It's a crossroads. People can sort of communicate and get knowledge. And being a buy and sell, we're going to basically buy your junk in theory.
Okay.
You know? So You've got junk, you've got buying, you've got selling, you've got trading. So yeah, I mean, it was quite an idea back then. And it's just grown from strength to strength, as you say. We're doing good work. I feel we are.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we've got some good customers out there, or good fans. Some of them like us, some of them hate us, as always.
Look, it's good to know. I mean, for those who are watching now, it's good to know that being in the buying and selling industry with gold and diamonds, it's good to know that Mike has studied it. So people that are coming in there, they're getting in accredited knowledge from
it was amazing. It was amazing, and for me, hey Wade, I'll be honest with you. So you asked what we do. We do a bit of everything, all right, but our main focus is IT. Okay. That is where our business has basically gone. Laptops, PCs, sales, repairs, upgrades, networking, on-site support. COVID has literally pushed technology or advanced technology by 10 years, especially in South
100%. 100%. Yeah.
I mean, look at what we're doing now. You know what I mean? In the past, we'd maybe have this face-to-face, set up a camera, record it. Now people are having Zoom meetings all day long. Everyone's at home. Everyone's streaming. Everyone's
digital.
Live. So yeah, it's all digital, and it makes sense, actually. It's cheaper, quicker. You can sit at home.
It's convenient. And just convenient.
Yeah.
I mean, this meeting, if we wanted to do it, I mean, I would have to come sit there, set up lighting, all of that. That would have been a headache. I mean, now we just click a button and we're communicating.
100%. So technology is advanced. That is definitely our main focus. I think the gold industry, or the gold and the jewelry trade, has taken quite a knock over the last couple of years. Firstly, it's expensive.
Yeah.
And secondly, there's a lot of theft and crime in South Africa. So the days, I think, of wearing a nice thick gold chain is almost, you almost can't anymore. You know what I mean? You can't go downtown and wear a nice fat gold chain.
You put a bullseye on your back like that.
Well, this is it, but I've seen some amazing things. I've learned some amazing things. I've become a little bit of a collector in coins and notes. I mean, there's a world of knowledge that's opened up to me over the last couple of years, which is amazing. I would never have known it if we never got into this trade. So yeah. I think it's awesome, man. I must be honest.
And who are your key customers now? I mean, talk about age gap, demographics, everything. Who are your key customers coming in now?
To be honest with you, it's basic. It's general, but we don't actually have a set clientele base. All right. I can tell you that we are slowly going into a more corporate sector.
Wow.
Okay. Where bigger companies are obviously buying more bulk items from us and running 30-day accounts. And I can be honest with you, but it's stuff that I'm learning today. I've never been in a corporate environment. I've always been self-employed. Yep. Worked under my father. All my knowledge is self-taught. So dealing with these companies has changed a lot as well, because there's so much red tape and paperwork and stuff that needs to be done, which I've never learned,
Yeah.
Makes me wonder if I should have been more attentive in school. You know what I mean?
No, I think. Look, I mean, the word corporate always intimidates us, but you know what? Once you get in there, you just got to learn it. Sometimes you got to wing it. Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it.
Right? Well, I learned that, you can't turn the job away. You must just go balls, go all in, you know what I mean?
Walk in acting as if you know everything and walk out with the deal.
And if you don't, you're just going to go to the bathroom and Google it, you know what I mean? And come back and say, no, I mustn't say that. But corporate was a daunting word for me. But now that you learn and we've learned the procedures and the processes, it's amazing, my man. It's a different sort of kettle of fish.
It stretches your mind a little bit. I mean, you find, I mean, I think it peps you up to take on different sort of markets once you walk out of a corporate industry.
Absolutely.
2 or 3 corporates, you walk in there with more confidence. You can close anything after that.
You want a coffee, bro? Hey, that's my main guy. Look at him, man. Oh, thanks, man. Yes, see. Handmade coffee from Patrick. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, cheers.
And what are your fastest sellers and what are your most valued items for sale right now?
Okay, laptops, hands down. Laptops and desktops, bro. That's
moving. So, they're moving fast.
Yeah, basically because it's business orientated. So you got a school or internet cafe, they need to get set up. They're going to buy 10 or 20 computers or whatever the case is. Yeah. So stuff like that is especially now, it's big. Laptops by far are best sellers by far. We sell a lot of laptops in the shop. new and secondhand. So, I mean, we've had to change as well because the secondhand market has become so difficult. There is no stock around, you know, the markets are getting harder, even with new. I mean, there's a global chip shortage.
Yes,
crazy,
yes, yes. The global chip shortage apparently has also affected the automotive industry. Some of the dealerships don't
100%.
have brand new cars.
100%. Ford, there's a certain chip that they use that they don't have. They can't manufacture. They had to shut down the one factory for 3 days. That's billions in revenue that they, you know what I mean? It's insane. They were talking about washing machines. So many different items backlogged, you know? So there's a big stock shortage at the moment. So we do a lot of new laptops. Obviously now we've had to.
Yeah.
And I think laptops, desktops, by far our best sellers, by far, you know, it's our quickest moving products. As far as valuables go, you can't compare with jewelry. You know, you can get a 2-carat diamond for 200,000 Rand. You know what I mean? It's insane. Wow. Not that you see it often, but it's beautiful to see, you know.
And take me back a little bit. You know, last year with COVID hitting us in early March, how did that impact your business? I mean, how long did you have to shut down? How did it impact you?
Yeah. So when they announced the lockdown, shucks, I can't even remember the date.
I think it was mid-March last year.
Yeah, it was towards, I think, the end of March. You basically had 4 days of trading. We had the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then that afternoon we had to close before we went into lockdown. And in those 4 days, we sold our whole shop, my man. The whole shop. Every single item you could possibly think of. It was unbelievable. Yeah. So accounting firms, law firms were rushing in here and buying as many laptops as they could.
Oh, because they were going into lockdown.
Yeah, they needed to trade. I mean, the show has to go on. You know what I mean? Otherwise, what are you going to do? Your staff are not going to work. They're not going to get paid. And unfortunately, the repercussions is huge. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, you know, financially, we can't afford to not trade. It goes so in such simple terms. You have a restaurant closing that, like, trade and traffic that shop would got, the money has to go back into the system. You know what I mean? So
100%.
So we were absolutely crazy those 4 days before we closed, which is also daunting because it's great. You sell out, you get so much capital back into your account.
Yeah.
But when you reopen, you've got to spend it again. You know what I mean? You've got to buy all that stock again.
Well, you closed though. How long were you closed for?
Yeah. I think it was about a month. I think it was about a month.
Oh, then it allowed you to open to trade after that.
Yeah. So we got what was it? The special license, whatever it is. I can't remember.
You needed a permit, I think. Right?
Yeah, we got our permit, and it was literally myself and one guy trading, and obviously the doors were closed, but we were trying to basically do business online, you know.
Sure.
So it did affect us, obviously, but in my opinion, the computer trade, the IT sector has gone through the roof. So I think most computer shops are doing well in this time, you know, because even now people are buying laptops, but people are staying at home. People are buying, the gaming market is through the roof.
Yeah, I believe so.
It's actually insane. It's actually insane.
And what drives you? What motivates you, brother?
Sure, my wife's gonna kill me, but money, bro, money. It's sad. You know, like
I agree.
Yeah,
money drives me.
It's you want, like, for me, it's the thrill of the sale, but it's like, and pleasing people. There's no better. We get Google reviews, we get things. I get messages all day. Hey man, what a pleasure dealing with you. My staff, they love it, bro. They absolutely love it. What's that? He's doing the calculations there. He's saying he wants a raise now. You see, hey, no, get away, no raise for you. No, so family, God, most important in our lives, or it should be, you know, depending on obviously your religion and stuff like that. Like I work for my family. I work to please my family. I want to give my kids the best life that I possibly could, you know.
Yep.
And unfortunately, it takes money to do that. You know, so it's easy to sit and say, oh, this and this and that, but I am money driven, but I want to be successful. I want to make money. I want to give money. I want to give it back. It must go. You know, we sponsor, we do this, we give away, and in turn, hopefully live a good life. You know, I'm not saying a wealthy life and a billionaire life. I wish, but it's not realistic in my opinion. But yeah, you know, things change when you have kids as well. Once you've got kids around, you realize what the point is a lot more.
Yeah.
I want my daughter, hey dad, she wants to go here, or can I do horse riding, or can I do dancing, whatever. You want to be able to give them the opportunity to experience things in their life, and decide what they want to do with their lives one day. That's just my take on it. So what drives me is unfortunately, it is money. It does drive me, I'm not going to lie. So seeing as I'm on live here, you guys must please come buy some laptops from us. We'll look after you. Good discounts, good specials.
Look, and I agree with you. I used to tell my staff back in Joburg, they asked what drives me, and I used to say money. I said, why? I said, money can afford you to solve your problems. Simple.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. It makes the world go round. Sadly, it's not everything. Don't get me wrong. It's not.
But it's right up there with oxygen.
Yeah.
It's right up there with oxygen.
Well, this is it. This is it. So, yeah, man, I tell you what, there's nothing better than pulling off a good deal. There's nothing better than working hard and getting the thrill of landing a deal. I mean, we did a good one now. It took us 2 months to get it right, but we quoted, we were up against a whole lot of other stores, businesses and what, and it came through, and we had to amend and do this, and I worked hard for it, and we got it, so that feeling is amazing. It's really like you think, shit, I put so much time and effort into this, and it came through for us. Thank God.
It creates good morale in the office too as well. The staff get pumped up, they're motivated. It drives them that it's possible. You can close these big deals.
Absolutely. And the more I make, the more they make, so I believe in like us all going forward together. That is the end goal. I see people, they naturally, people unfortunately are like maybe sour or jealous of other people or whatever. I wish everyone was a millionaire, but I really do.
There's enough for everybody.
Yeah, I wish the best of success for all my friends, all my family. Everyone must succeed in life, or I would like that for them, if it helps them, give them a better life. That's
I just wish everyone future plans for the Junction. Next 12 months, what can we expect?
Okay, look, for now, our main focus is our vegan-based store. I need to get that up and running properly.
Okay.
And the whole idea of that is literally, obviously, we're trying to get a different target market that side. It's separate to where we are now. So hopefully grow the business, the brand. But for me, like I said, without having studied and without having been in these corporate environments, the idea is to see if I can run two businesses successfully and manage them. You know what I mean? Because there's so many different factors. You can't be in two places at once. Wealthy friend of mine told me long ago, he's got about 30 stores. He just said when he started out and he opened his second store, it doubled his workload. He had to work even harder to try and control two shops, and when you go to three, it's tripling, and it just eventually you have to implement systems in place whereby these things can run smoothly. So future plans, next 12 months, my man, we are going to focus on that properly. Should I tell about the gaming room maybe? I should say that.
Please. So come on. I knew there's an ace up your sleeve.
Look, due to my very smart technicians, my clever guys, this business is nothing without my staff, my man. I must give praise to them flat out. They work hard, and they're the backbone of your store. I'm not always here.
That's the engine room.
They're the face of the Junction. You know what I mean? So I have to praise them. They drive me mad half the time, but we're a little family. But they came up with they're young, like smart chaps that are into gaming. They're clever kids, and they brought up an idea of opening quite a nice like gaming room. Okay, because East London doesn't have anything like that. So
sure.
I do have a premises, and we've looked into one or two options, and it's not set in stone, but it is something we're toying with. So it'll be like a little LAN cave, where kids can come and jam with state-of-the-art technology. They can play against their mates, high-speed fiber lines, and just have a good time, gaming. Yeah. So
when is I know that it's brewing night now, but will we be able to see it in the next 6 months?
Possibly. To be honest with you, it just depends on Junction 2.0. If I can get it up and running, and we're moving quite fast there, and if I can get where I need to be in the next month or two, which is the plan,
Yeah.
So believe it or not, I actually planned things in my life. I really did, which is probably a first for me. And it's all going according to plan so far, you know.
So it's moving
but
smoothly.
It's possibly doable, eh? It's more than doable. The easy part is getting the tech. I mean, that's not hard. I mean, we're in the game, so we can kit the place out. The hard part is learning how to play games, but because I'm useless, man. Not gonna lie.
I think that will make two of us. Eh?
Yeah.
And one fun question, eh? If you had to be a fictional character in an online game, who would it be? Seeing that you're useless in gaming.
A fictional character. Okay, I'm gonna go way back here, way back. So when I was young, there was a game called Duke Nukem 3D.
Oh,
yeah.
We used to play with it on the keyboard, eh?
Yeah. So Duke Nukem, he's what is his favorite saying? It's time to kick ass and chew bubblegum. That's what he used to say, and he was like my hero back then. You know what I mean? So I think he's the man for me, Duke Nukem. He was quite a big part in the gaming world back then, you know. So
I think you kind of revealed our age.
Can I put a ball in your court? I mean, if you had to be, who would you be?
Probably be Mario from Mario Brothers.
Yes, champion, eh? Bouncing on those mushrooms, eh? Fantastic, man.
What sort of advice would you like to give to young businessmen out there and guys that are aspiring to open up businesses in the next couple of months or years?
Just go with your gut, my man. Go with your heart. Trust me, bro. Success is made by trying, not by not trying. You know what I mean? Failure is a success because the fact that you took the time to try something and it failed will always teach you. Most super wealthy businessmen have failed numerous times and are still failing. Richard Branson bankrupt 2 or 3 times, you know. So you cannot let the fear of trying something stop you, my man. If you're young and you've got a vision and you've got an idea, make no mistake, do your own homework, do your research, find out, is there a market for what you want to do? Can you pull this off? Can you do that? Get investors if you need. But my advice, my man, is it's worked for me. And it's cost me a lot of money, school fees. I've made money, I've lost money, but I can look back and say, hey, I've done it, I've tried it. It didn't work out, on to the next thing. You will never succeed sitting on your couch, talking about ideas. You need to make them happen, my man. You have to make them happen. You have to try. That to me would be the most important thing, you know, go for it.
Jeez, and you're giving me goosebumps here. I feel like getting up and going and selling something.
Let's go, bro. What do you want? Come, bro. Come. Put you outside here because there's some laptop, no stress. Bro.
And how can people get hold of you guys, your website, and where's your stores positioned out here in East London?
Guys, so we've got 2 stores now. All praise to God. 4A Chamberlain Road in Berea. That's my main store. That's where we started. Little tiny little shop back in 2013, and we've grown it nicely now. Second store is 18 Sherwood Avenue in Beacon Bay, which is basically behind Bilmoria. You check out our website, www.thejunction.co.za. Our Facebook page is moving. I mean, we've got some good traction there. Junction Buy and Sell on Facebook. And man, Google. You'll find us on Google, my man. You'll find us on Google.
Check out, guys. I've been into both stores. The store in Beacon Bay is open. It's operational. It's cool. It's funky. You get the look and feel when you get inside. Definitely support. I mean, I've bought products from Ant. I'm going to continue to be buying from him. He said that it works. The support, service is amazing. So check out the Junction Buy and Sell store. And thank you for your time, bro. It's been
much
real.
Appreciated, my man. Much appreciated.
This chat drove. I mean, it inspired me. But you know, I
hope so, my brother.
We come a long way, and I really
we have.
I really do enjoy.
Next time we'll do it at a club, and we'll have a little drink or something.
Hey,
do
you think clubs will ever be opening again?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Someone was saying there was a thing I watched on TV. In the UK, they believe like the nightlife is finished for good. I mean, I don't see how that's possible, but they're really talking about the end of the nightlife as we knew it, you know? So, which is crazy. I mean, can you imagine going to a club in a bubble, you know what I mean? Or raving from our desk, you know?
I saw in Joburg, they got the silent disco. Have you ever heard of that? Where they've got a DJ and you pay like $150. You walk in, you get a headset. and
Crazy.
there's no speakers, but the music is playing through here. So it's quiet in there, but you just hear footsteps. Everyone's just jamming.
That's insane. That's insane, hey? Yeah, I don't think it would work in our day, but I don't know.
No, not when we were clubbing
Yeah.
around. But and thanks a lot, bro. I know you're busy, man.
Champion, my brother. Stay well,
know you
and
gotta
God
do-
bless. And thank you for the chat, but it's been really cool, man. I really
Awesome
appreciate it.
stuff.